Okay, your task now is to use Google SketchUp to make a 3D digital model of the draft that you just did, which is this figure right here. So I'm going to show you how to make this. I want you to make it on your own, and then you're going to do the next model using Google SketchUp, making a 3D model. So I'm going to do a file, new, so we get the blank screen. Okay, to get rid of Weird Woman, just click on her and say goodbye. Okay. We want to get some perspective of the drawing right now. So we see that we're going to make the rectangular base and then move upward. So just think about the bottom. This is the base. It's 12 feet by 6 feet. And that backside that you can't see is also going to be 6 feet. So before you actually jump into your rectangle and just start making weird design and a random spot with different measurements, let's hold the pony up for a second. So anytime you make a mistake, just press Command Z. Before you do that, I want you to measure out 12 feet. And it doesn't matter where I stop, just make sure you're on the red line. It doesn't matter if it's exactly 12 feet because you'll go into this length and press 12 feet and you can see that black cursor moves. Now we want to move 6 feet in this direction, but to make sure our perspective stays the same, I want you to stay on the green line for 6 feet, and that's not exactly 6 feet, but it's pretty close, and it's going to move. Now let's make a rectangle that goes from here to here. And we're going to start a rectangle right in that origin, and 12 feet. Let's make sure that we don't release it until it's 12 by 6. Okay, we're pretty close there. I'm going to release it. Okay, so we have our base. Now, we're going to look at this as a prism, even though you can see that part of it is missing. It's like a staircase. It's not really a full prism. Make that whole framework first, and then move part of it out of the way. So we want to make, the shape is 4 feet high. So before you start just pulling it up to 4 feet, let's measure out 4 feet high. And even though that's 5 feet, I'm just going to switch it to 4 feet, and you'll see that black cursor move down. Okay, that's how high we're going to make this, and it's going to be a prism that is 4 feet high. There we go. Okay, we still don't have our shape because we want it to be pushed downwards now. So it gives us perspective because it's not a block solid figure. Now we know that we want 4 feet in this direction. So let's use our tape measure, and we know that that top base is going to be 4 feet. And I'm just going to now change it down here so that's 4 feet. So the part that we want to move down is from here to here. So I'm going to make an additional rectangle now. Meant to make a rectangle from here. And it's going to be right where we drew that line. Okay, so I made that additional rectangle. That whole section where I made that rectangle, now we want to push down. We want to push downward so that it's 2 feet off the ground. So once again, pull out your tape measure so you can see where to stop. And let's make it 2 feet off the ground. Oop, I don't know what just happened. I'm going to press Command Z. I'll just stop it there right now. Let's just make it 2 feet off the ground. Okay, so we're going to push it down to this black point right here, that little black dot. So with your mouse, click on the part you want to move down. That's that rectangle we just made. Grab the push-pull button. Push it down. Down, down, down. Boom. You got it. Now we have that perspective in there. Take a screenshot of this. Make sure to include it in your portfolio. Also, on the next 3D design that I want you to create on the computer, you're going to be creating a model. You might want to make a video. Use QuickTime and do a screen recording. You can throw it in YouTube, unlist it, and then add it to your portfolio. Okay, hopefully you got a good idea of QuickTime. I don't mean to say that. I mean SketchUp. All right, I'm done.